Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I had already tried to do this once and had to I had to stop and start over because I was like, what the hell? But anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. This is going to be a reading, but it's also like a little mini share, and I'm not sharing too much. Um, I'm not sharing too much. That's part of the reading. Someone does it like someone wants to share something with you, but they don't want to share too much. It's like I don't want to give too much information or something like that. I don't know if it's you or them, but someone feels that way. They don't want to give too much information, and I keep looking at my phone. Like I keep side eyeing it because I got a message, and I get messages like this off and on and stuff because I don't pursue anyone. I'm not dating. I'm not on a dating site or anything like that. I have contemplated it actually, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to because I don't like to date. I'm one of those people that just fuck dating. And it's not because I don't want to meet new people and I wouldn't be interested and I'm afraid to put myself out there. It's not that. It's just I've had bad experiences with online dating, so it's like, do I even want to fucking go there again, kind of thing? Because the messages people send are crap, and if you actually start talking to someone and start feeling a connection, then you meet them, and either they're not who they claim to be, because trust me, that's happened. I'll tell you in a second with one of them. It's happened multiple times, but anyways, like they're not who you think they are, physically speaking, and obviously any other way because they lied to you, you know what I mean? But it's just weird and awkward and I don't know, I don't fucking like it. But so yeah, this one time, okay, this is part of the share and I will get into a reading, but um this was a long time ago. I don't even remember like when it was. It was years ago. And this dude was talking to me and he was on the fire department and stuff and in the area he lived in. I'm not gonna give it away and I don't even remember his name, so yeah. But anyways, we were talking and he sent me a picture and a few pictures and I was like, it's kinda cute, you know, whatever. Like but I liked the way he was talking to me. And so I agreed to go on a date, but stupid me, never do this. If you do online dating, don't give your physical address out. I was dumb back then. Never do it again. But anyways, um, he come by to pick me up for a night out, I guess. And I can't stop laughing. I really hope he isn't watching. But anyways, he isn't. But oh, thank God, right? But anyways, he fucking shows up. I get a knock on my door, and I open it and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I'm here for." And he said my name. He's like, "I'm here for the date," and I was like, and I said his name, and I'm looking at him like, "What? Like, who the fuck are you?" So we're standing in the doorway, and I'm like, "What?" Because he looked nothing like his picture, okay? And I was like, I think we're mistaken here. And and he's like, well, no, that was me like 10 years ago. I was like, why did you show me a recent picture? He goes, because I knew you wouldn't like me. And I'm like, well, okay, way to judge me and make me think, like, perceive me as being this fucking bitch right from the gate. So that's how you view me. That's wonderful. That's what I was thinking. And the other thing was, um, you know, obviously, if you're going to take someone on a date, they're going to see who you really are, what you really look like. So you might want to let them know, just going to say. And oh my God, I'm not even, like, I don't judge a book by its cover. I'm just saying. But I was pissed that he lied. That was the main thing I was thinking. But at the same time, I'm going, because it was such a drastic change. Like, from the picture he sent to what he looked like. And there had to have been a 300-pound difference in age, and obviously 10 years, like you age in 10 years. But, anyways, I didn't recognize him. He did not even look like the same fucking person, okay? So it wasn't like, oh, I can kind of see it. You gained some weight. No. It looked like a completely different person. And I was mean. I'm just gonna be honest. I was fucking mean, and I was like, sorry, dude, you lied to me, and slammed the door in his face and fucking made him go back to where he came from, and never talked to him again. And I was like, online dating is crap, and that's not even the worst experience I've ever had, but that was one of them. And I'm just like, because the guys always be like, oh, hey, sexy, hey, fucking whatever, and it's just like, I don't know. If someone approaches me in that way, you can either expect me to block and delete, read it and say no, or whatever the hell I'm in the mood for, because sometimes I'll answer if I see that, and because I know what they want, and it's just like, fuck this shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, I guess word of advice with online dating: be respectful, be authentic, don't lie about your appearance or anything like that, because it's just, how the fuck is that supposed to work out if you lied right out of the gate, you know? And with me, if you lie right out of the gate, that could be a problem, because I can't fucking stand liars. So anyways, that leads me to this for some reason, because I was thinking, and I don't know why, I was thinking that there's someone out there, I don't know if it's just one person, multiple people, or whatever, but when I was talking about the ritual that I did over this past full moon, because I kept picking up on the energy prior to that and a little bit after and whatever, where someone thought that someone was putting a spell on someone or casting magic and all that crap. And I got to thinking tonight, and I was like, I wonder if anyone feels that way about me, because you can say one thing and be doing something else. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened in the online dating fucking arena, just saying. So I don't have to prove myself, but I want to. Just because I'm not doing anything wrong, and I do not infringe on the free will of others. I really, really don't. Never have, never will. Any prayer that I do is for myself, and if I include anyone else, it's for love and protection. So this is the piece of paper that I wrote on during that ritual. And on this side, I wrote, burn on the next full moon, July 3rd, 2023. It's the buck moon, full moon in Capricorn. I wrote that because that's what I heard, burn it on the next full moon, so I just wrote it down. But what I wrote down as my prayer, which this is it, it's got my blood on it and everything, is I call upon Isis and Horus for protection, love, and guidance. Please help me along my path and lead me to love and prosperity. I seek a loving connection, money, success in many forms, and a sense of freedom from the things that have been holding me down thus far. Thank you for all your love, guidance, protection, and help. I don't even know how to repay you. Just your presence in my life has been reward enough. Allow for changes. Thank you, Jessica. And I sealed it in blood. If you want to read it, pause it, whatever. That was my ritual thing. And for some reason, I don't know, like magic, rituals, things like that, things that people don't understand, sometimes it scares other people. And they're like, well, if you have that much power and you can invoke blah, 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 you can do this, you can whatever. What are you doing to me? Are you doing something to me? If someone's feeling that way, especially about me, no, I'm doing nothing to no one. To no one. The only things that I have ever done, and I have mentioned it on here, is sending love and protection to those I love and care about. And I did mention specifically one person that I had a crush on, Ron. I said that I protected him a while ago. And I mean, I've said it multiple times. That was all I've ever done. And the only reason I was drawn to protect him is not, it's not for selfish reasons. It was because of all the energies that were going on and all the stuff that was happening with me when people were attacking me, and they really were. I don't care. I have proof of it. I give a shit if anyone fucking believes or not. I really don't. I'm not here to prove that. I'm not here to prove myself. I'm not here to prove any of it. I just want to deliver messages for the collective and help people grow and evolve and move forward. And that's what I'm doing. That's why whenever I get messages like that, I might bring it up here and there, but I'm not focusing on it. And if it comes in, I'll delete the reading. I don't want any part of it anymore. So anyone who wants to cause problems, hate and discontent, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. It's not a fleeting fucking trigger. This is an FU fucking trigger is what it is. To those people. That's how I feel. That's how my guides and spirit team feel as well. So when you get a hefty dose of karma, no, I did not pray for it. I prayed for the truth. And if I don't get it, doesn't matter if I know if you receive your karma or not, does it? No, it doesn't, because you're gonna get it anyways. So that's the only reason why I was protecting that specific person, was because he was tied to all of it, whether he was aware of it or not. Because a lot of people, the public and those specific someones, knew that I had a crush on him. And they were using it against me. And it worked for a while. It really did. It worked. But it ain't working anymore. It is not working anymore because I don't talk to him. I don't talk to anyone associated with him. There's certain family members of mine I don't talk to anymore. There's a lot of people that I cut off because of all that shit. Whether I was supposed to cut them off or not, I feel like I was supposed to cut everyone off, to be honest, and I did. But what's meant to be will be. If that person wants to be in my life, he will. That's of his own accord, and if he doesn't, that's of his own accord too. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be my friend. You don't have to like me. You don't have to love me. You don't have to anything with me, no matter who you are. And nobody has to do that with you either. No one can force it. And if there's any magical hoodoo voodoo where someone's doing love spells and making you feel a certain way, it can work temporarily. And usually with spells like that, if someone's infringing on the free will of someone else, it will cause hella confusion. It's almost like, well, why do I feel this way? And then all confused, but you never get clarity on it. That's when people are fucking with you. I am not messing with anyone. So if anyone felt that way, look around you. Who else does practices? Who else practices magic and other shit? You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't fucking me. Because I don't do rituals like that very often. I was prompted to protect myself. And I still included that mofo in my protection. You want to know why? Because he was part of it. Even if he wasn't really part of it, he was part of it because people made him become part of it. Regardless of the situation, his involvement and whatever, I have always been drawn to protect his ass energetically. And I've done it. And I did my part, and Spirit told me that. I did what I needed to do. I did what I was supposed to do, and that's all I need to do. Because the rest is up to him and his own damn life and what he chooses and whatever. But there's messages coming in. So someone might want to message someone, or there's just information, Information's coming out. Information's coming in. Something's coming in. So instead of sending information out, it's coming in. Message received. Yeah, and that's providing a sense of movement, forward movement, which is beautiful because that's what's needed in any situation like that. And the only reason I explain my personal crap, like little things like that or anything in the past, is because people can relate. And if you can see me maneuver through those obstacles, then you can go, well, so-and-so did it. I can fucking do it too. And yes, you can. Yes, you can. There isn't anything in this fucking world that you cannot overcome. No matter how difficult it is. Because, okay, there was one reading, wasn't really a reading, it was more of a share. I haven't deleted it, but I haven't shared it. I might put it on Patreon, I don't know. It's really personal, like really, really personal, which is why I'm like, I don't know, like it was too in depth, I guess, because when I rewatched it, I was like, wow, I really dove in, didn't I? I share things like that for a reason because people can relate. But where was I going with that? Oh, because I've been through a lot. And I did explain it, I just didn't share it. There isn't much you can't overcome. There really isn't, because I've dealt with abusive relationships, no matter what those relationships are. Those people, narcissistic people, whatever. Those who try to hold you back, hurt you, harm you physically, emotionally, mentally, and otherwise. I have been passionately taken advantage of. We'll just leave it at that, because YouTube hates when we real talk. They don't like real talk. That's happened to me multiple times on multiple occasions, not just in the recent one that I was talking about. It's in different forms too, which is what that video was about. It was like explaining, I've been through multiple forms of it, okay? And there are varying degrees. Not every grape case is about a stranger, you know what I mean? Usually it's someone you know. And that's how they get away with it a lot of the times. But, fuck them, fuck anyone like that, And I'm not like, and I didn't want a pity party. I don't want a pity party, because, that's my past. That's already happened. Even if it happened yesterday, it's already happened, and it didn't happen yesterday. It was like last year-ish or something. But that was the most recent one. But the other shit was in the way, way past, And I didn't deal with it for a long time, but I've dealt with it now. And I can talk about it. It's not that I can't. It's not that I'm ashamed of myself or what had happened, but at one point I really was. I was embarrassed because I let it happen. That's what I kept telling myself. Every time, too. Didn't matter what the situation was. Like, how stupid can you be? Like, that's how I made myself feel. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, how... I blame myself. I didn't blame the perpetrator. I didn't blame the problem. I blame myself for allowing it. And I wasn't at fault. I know that, but that's how it affects victims a lot of the times. We don't always take our feelings externally towards the perpetrator or whatever, the predator, the person, the other person. We blame us. We see the faults within us. Like, yeah, well, I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have wore this. I shouldn't have drank. I drank too much. Oh my God, it's my fault. I shouldn't have trusted that person. I shouldn't have allowed this. That's how we feel. That's how victims feel. I'm not saying with everybody, because not everybody's experienced that, but that's how victims feel. And maybe that's why I didn't share the in-depth video, because it's not about the details of what happened to me on any given occasion. It's the fact that it's real, it happens in minor ways and major ways, and I don't care how minor it is. If someone has that intention and they're being pushy and you say no, and they keep pushing you until you say yes, that still constitutes as what I'm talking about. And that person should rot in fucking hell. Okay? Because a lot of guys would be like, well, you eventually said yes, you're a willing participant, or whatever, they didn't beat you up. It doesn't count. Well, dudes who think that way, wait till you have daughters. Or if you do have a daughter, how would you feel if that happened to your daughter? Someone cornered her until she said yes, and it's okay? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. There's the tornado. You know what I'm saying? People don't think of it from that perspective. They think of it from, like, I don't know, so-and-so, or I didn't know the circumstances. But if it was your own fucking kin, if it was your own damn daughter, you wouldn't care about the circumstances. You wouldn't care. Especially if your baby girl's sitting there fucking crying, or if she's like, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you, and then finally she does. You're going to want to tear someone's throat out. Mother, father, doesn't matter, If it's your fucking baby, you'll care, right? Well, we're all someone's child. And that shit happens a lot. A lot. a lot. Service, fucking campfire. Some of you could have friends in the service. You could know veterans, or they're in active deployment, or they're just military. There's military bullshit here. That's what it feels like. Someone's in the service, and I'm not saying that the service is bullshit, because it isn't. I respect our veterans and soldiers, and am so thankful for the freedoms that we have. I really am, but I don't feel like a soldier did that to anyone. That's not the energy I'm picking up on, but that's in here. So that could be like a friend of yours, a family member, someone. So you're tied to someone in the service. No matter where you come from, it doesn't just mean that they were in the service in the U.S. You know what I mean? But information's flying in. There's a sudden shock with a feminine energy, or for a feminine. It's either about a feminine energy or for a feminine. There were disagreements here and family issues. Someone's rethinking things. Someone's rethinking a lot of things. I just heard there's so much I don't know about you. And that's so funny, because this energy feels like I know everything about you. But there's someone here that thought they knew everything about you, but they don't know anything. They don't know jack shit. Because just because you say a lot doesn't mean that you speak the truth, like the whole truth. You don't share everything. I'm not saying that you're lying, because that's not what this feels like when I say you didn't speak the full truth, is what I should say. Is a lot of times we share things about ourselves, online, with people, with friends, with whoever the hell. But we don't always share everything, because there's always some secretive energy in there. Like, for example, with my kids talk to me. They tell me damn near everything. And I'm going to say damn near, because they don't tell me everything, And I've told both of them. I'm like, you can come to me with the important things, and I'm here for guidance, advice. I will always support you. Like, there are times where I want to wring their necks and stuff, but that's just parent-child relationship. But there isn't anything I wouldn't do for my kids. And I am there when they need me, But there are things that they only want to tell their friends, or they only want to talk to each other about, And they don't want to tell me. And like my son said, he goes, there are a lot of things that Emma tells me. And she does. She tells me a lot of things, and so does he. But there are certain things that, it's just age appropriate for her to talk to her brother or her friends about, and at least she has that outlet. She talks to him, and he told me, he goes, I would tell you if you want to know. And I said, no, I don't want to know. If it's important, if it's dangerous, if it's going to hurt her or harm her, yes, tell me. He goes, that's the only time I do tell you, Mom. And I'm like, good. You're being a good friend, a good brother, a good confidant, because you're keeping her secrets unless you feel it's a problem. If you feel it's a problem, and he's told her this, if I'm worried about you, I'm going to tell Mom. And she's fine with it. And vice versa. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean I know everything, because I don't, and I never will, and I'm not supposed to, and neither is every parent, any person, We all have something that we don't want to share, or we share with one person but on another, Outcome. You will get a resolution. A resolution is coming in the situation for a feminine energy, apparently. So whatever information you're looking for, or if you're just looking for shit to be resolved, it's going to be resolved. Even if it's not in the way that you want it to be resolved, because I feel like Spirit is definitely going to play a very integral role in this situation, coming to a resolution, whatever that means for you. There's a physical altercation here that might happen. I don't know if it's already happened or if it's going to happen. And it's with a man. I don't feel like it's between a man and a woman. It's a guy's going to kick someone's ass, is what it feels like. I don't know. There's a man who's going to stand up for someone. We'll leave it at that. And I feel like you feel it. You know it. Someone got a spiritual message. But you just know someone's going to say something to you. You know that a message is coming in. It's very serendipitous. It's meant to happen. You're connected to someone for a reason. It might not be for your end-all, be-all romantic love connection or whatever. For some of you it is. But for some of you it's not. It's just knowing the right people. Like, this person is in your life for a reason, kind of. Well, they want to co-create. They want to go the distance. Yeah, this person wants to move things forward. There's someone around you, I don't know who it is, who was taking, they were taking time away, probably not talking to you, just working on themselves, trying to build up their finances and stuff, just doing whatever they need to do for themselves. Or that's what you were doing, but whoever this is, it's like someone really wants to work together with you. I just heard I'm sorry. So someone's sorry about something. What's up with this higher power energy? Yeah, the truth. Because we have message, higher power, and the truth. This spiritual information is true, for one, and someone's speaking the truth. They're honest. Maybe they're going, well, I don't know who to believe. And then all of a sudden they're going, I know exactly who to believe. I'm going to listen to myself, and why the fuck would someone lie about this, that, or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, someone's seeing the truth. Someone's seeing like you're speaking the truth in any given situation. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what it is. Someone's holding back from serendipity. They were holding back from a blessing, basically, because they didn't know what to think of it. This person was learning how to trust their intuition. Could be a Virgo, a Pisces, a Libra. Not necessarily, but those are the energies that are showing up right now. Cancer's in here as well, and Gemini's at the bottom of the deck. I feel like someone was holding back from this beautiful connection, no matter what it is to you, romantically or otherwise, because they were trying to figure something out. Like I need more clarity before I do this, say this, whatever. Even if they knew certain things, it was like, I need to know more. Yeah, somebody wants to co-create. They want to build with you. There's a new beginning here, which is beautiful. They were very guarded against having a new beginning with you, a new start. And I feel like the door's wide open now. Someone slammed the door shut so many fucking times that it just flew off the hinges, and now there's no door, so you can just enter. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, alright. Now is the time kind of thing. I don't know, I feel like, how else do you explain this shit? Somebody wants to heal things. They want to go the distance because you're worth it. You're the Empress. They want to heal things with you. This person knows that you've healed. Your Emperor is the one who's waiting. Someone's watching you heal through difficulties and seeing that you've done it all on your own. They know that you don't need anyone. That's what this feels like. Like, I know you don't need anyone. You don't need me. You don't need this. You don't need whoever, whatever. That's not the point of a connection. You know? It's support. It's camaraderie. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Someone did that. There was someone who treated you like an option, and you treated them like everything. Because this is unconditionally loving someone who treated you like a fucking option. Like, oh, you're one of many, and you're going, you're the only one of many. So it's like one person's viewing you as, you're one of many, I have all of this, I could choose from all these people, and you're going, yeah, so could I. But you're the one I want out of many. One of you chose someone and the other one was like, I don't know. Because there was competition, options. Well, there you go. Sudden shock, like, wow, I didn't see this one coming. You feel stabbed in the back by someone you considered a friend or by someone you were interested in. That's just kind of what it feels like. Spirit board, ghost, mediumship, communication. That was going on in this situation. Alright, so what is that about? nuclear bomb, vulnerable, exposed, unsafe. Someone felt extremely exposed because the dead was letting you know what was going on. So there is a medium here, or someone who's highly spiritual. They were getting messages from the other side, whether someone wants to believe it or not. And guess what? It exposed someone or someone's, multiple people, and they're feeling vulnerable, like, you know too much because my dead whatever's telling you, or spirit's telling you. The only time spirit says shit is if it's important or if you're fucking someone over. It's the only time they get involved. They do not infringe on the free will of others. They want forward movement for us. They want us to succeed. They want us to be happy. They want us to learn lessons and heal and whatever. And if someone's fucking with that, if someone's causing blockages because they have bad intentions, yes, spirit will let you know. Even if you're not a medium, those signs that you see that say, caution, beware, get the fuck away from so-and-so, red flag, they're telling you, get away from that person. Or they're telling you to move towards someone. You know, it just depends on what the messages are. So listen, whether you're a medium or not, pay attention. Someone was too afraid to move forward because they're chicken shit. So what it is, voodoo doll, imitation, mimic, copycat. Someone was probably copying you. It's like catfish energy. Someone was copying you. Because look, the needle's stabbed into this person. Or the doll is what I should say. Because a voodoo doll, if I poke the doll right here on the shoulder, I'm gonna feel it, right? If it's my doll, or if it's for someone else, it'd be like, ow. So I don't know if someone was practicing voodoo, they had a voodoo doll or not, but the imitation energy is what I'm thinking of. So I could be like, for example, whether if I say it publicly or to a specific person or whatever, even if it's not to, okay, I say something to one person. We'll just say that, whether it's public or not. So I said, okay, I'll use this as an example because of my prayer thing. I poked my finger with a needle, so, ooh, it stung right there. I get a sting on my finger. Maybe I didn't say which finger. I just said, oh, it felt like my finger got stung by a bee. You know, I say it like that. And then all of a sudden, someone or multiple people go, oh, my finger got stung by a bee. Oh, which one? They show you, oh, this one. But it's like, oh, that's a different finger. That's not the same thing. But you just go, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like someone trying to copy what you're saying. Like, oh, I felt this. But they didn't, because it was something completely fucking different. And maybe you caught on to it and you just weren't going, oh, no, it was on a different finger. Oh, it was a different... It wasn't my right side. It was my left side. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's someone who was copying. They were just trying to make you believe that you were picking up on them when you weren't. You were picking up on somebody else or something else. Or it literally happened to you and they didn't fucking have a clue. They just heard what you said and didn't know where it was. That's actually happened to me multiple times. I've had multiple people do that to me. And I'd be in my head going, yep, different knee, different pain, different spot, different finger, different whatever. And I would never say it. I'd be like, oh, yep, okay. And just walk off. Because at first I'd go, oh my God, what was it? And then I'm like, keep that shit to yourself, Jess. So then I started keeping it to myself and people were getting it wrong. Because I wasn't correcting them anymore. Someone was not only doing that to me, they were doing it to somebody else as well. Invitation party event. Could have happened at an event, at a gathering, or you could have connected with somebody at a party or an event or a gathering. Costumes, disguise, trickery, conceal. Yeah, someone's full of crap. I just want to be like explosion. It's a big mushroom cloud now. That shit's obliterated. Just saying. Fuck you. Like, that's what I want to keep saying. That's what I heard in my head and I just said it. But anyways, scarecrow, protection, assurance, and guard. You are protected. You're spiritually protected. Because if somebody was acting like they were protecting you, they probably weren't. They were protecting themselves, their own ego, their own life, their own situation, because they don't give a shit. Whoever this is doesn't. I just heard, yes, I do. Well, they have a funny way of showing it if they do. Just saying. Whoever they are. But you are protected, and I feel like Spirit is protecting you. They have been this entire time. No matter if bad things have happened to you, if whether you followed the signs or not, listened to yourself or not, no matter what happened, whatever went on, whatever happens is meant to happen, good, bad, or indifferent. It probably invoked healing. And it probably made people involved feel really shitty, especially if something bad really did happen to you throughout a process. But I feel like regardless of other people, you're smarter. You've learned from this. You've grown from this. You've healed from this. And those who have created this haven't. So when blessings come in for you, they can sit there and pretend that they're in pain all they want. You know what I mean? Like, no one's going to listen except for themselves. Because Spirit isn't going to give a shit. I can tell you that right now. Especially if anyone did something like what I'm talking about, because something serious happened here. Something fucking serious happened here. This is a painful ending. This is major betrayal. Major betrayal. What are the odds of me grabbing that? Like, I literally just split the deck. What is this major betrayal? Well, someone's fear. Invoking fear, but someone's afraid. Someone's scared the crap out of you. Could be a friend of yours. Or a child. Or a child was afraid. But regardless, it's a lot of fear. I just heard someone made you fear for your life. They made you fear for your life. Fucking burdens and the devil. Someone made another person fear for their life. And then left you all by yourself so you could sit there and cry and worry that you were gonna fucking die. That something bad was gonna happen to you. All because their butt hurt? All because they have problems? Guess what? Whoever was invoked, the devil, always gets what he wants. Always. In some way, shape, or form. And I feel like because this motherfucker couldn't get you, he's going to go back to those who are hunting you, hurting you, scaring you, causing problems for you. He's going to get them because they're not strong, and he will. He'll succeed. But you know this already. You know this. You know that you're protected. Even if you're left out of the group. Someone's gonna feel left out. There is a Queen of Cups who is highly, highly intuitive. Because, I mean, these are two cards of intuition. And this person is looking for the truth. Seeking spiritual guidance. Like, what do I need to know? What do I need to know? Well, this person found out. Doesn't matter what their sun sign is. Whoever this Queen of Cups is representing, male, female, any sun sign, this person's like, I found out. How'd you know that? Spirit? Spirit told me. You don't believe? Oh well, you'll find out. If seeing is believing, get ready, because you're going to see. And it has nothing to do with another person. Your life's just going to fall to shit, and that's just the way it is. Because that's what happens to people who have bad intentions. Spell casting, ritual, ceremony, manifestation. That's what happens to people who infringe on the free will of others. Who do things against another person's will. Whether it's ritualistically, spiritually, spell casting, or if you physically take advantage of another person. It's all the fucking same. It's unnecessary. It was all unnecessary. Someone got the wrong information and attacked the wrong person. I'm just saying, but they shouldn't be attacking anyone. Get your shit straight. All because of a myth or a lore. Because of lies is what it is. Somebody attacked another person, caused problems, caused physical, emotional, and mental harm to another person based off of bullshit and gossip is what it is. And that happened to me, and I know it did, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You don't want me to talk about my life? Piss off, you know? It's my fucking life. It's my channel. I'll talk about whatever I want. But it's not just about me. This has happened to other people too. It's not just Jessica's show. This is my fucking life and I'm reading about myself. No. Shit in my life pops up because it's for my protection. And I understand it when I need to. Most of the time it has nothing to do with me. Unless you're fucking with me, and then it will come out. But the same shit that I've gone through has happened to multiple people who watch me, who have followed me for a while because they've told me, okay? They're going through similar things. So it's not just one person. It's not just one. But I have evidence of my situation, so hopefully you do too. So you can just shove it right up the fucking ass. You know what I mean? Oh, I got receipts, bitch. You know? But anyways, love you guys. Peace.